Hi everyone, that was amazing. We are just wrapping our first mini cabaret after COVID. After all these social constraints, we were able to meet again. So I asked our members two questions to explain their experience during these 2 days of intense filmmaking and to explain to the people who didn't have the chance to come what was the mini cabaret.
It was really fun. It's really exciting to see people again after 2 years of a really difficult time to bring people together. I remember that when the maximum capacity was 5 people, then 10 people, we had a very small events, and this time we were able to bring more than almost 30 people together. So it's a really good start for Kino. I think today we got almost 5 directors with 5 teams of really amazing people who came together to make films to tell their stories in different ways.
I think filmmaking is an art medium that's all about people. It brings people together from the stories to the production and even watching the films as an audience. What Kino offers is to become that platform for all of these things to come together. You have people coming together to create stories, film them, and watch them together at different levels of their filmmaking journey. Filmmaking is very tough, but damn it sure is satisfying at the end of it all, just because you tried, because you came down on a weekend to create something out of nothing. And where better to start than at a safe space such as Kino Red Dot. I'll see you at the next one.
I think it's interesting to see like people from different walks of life to come in during the weekend to work together to actually come up with ideas, and from the ideas within a short period of time you're able to like physicalize the idea to get into a short film. I think therefore a lot of them is something that is meaningful. So I hope that through this event we're able to get more people in Singapore to actually create like short films.
I've been working on student films and different sets all around Singapore, but then I think this was one of the most collaborative and cohesive experiences that I've ever had. That process of really brainstorming and conceptualizing the characters together with different teams and really exploring the creative directions of different people across the Kino, it was a really different experience. It was very refreshing.
Well, basically over here is like more of like a weekend kind of filming experience over here, and I found it quite amazing that a lot of people came together to do filming together, and the main thing is their attitude was amazing over here because they were all like enthusiastic and really raring to go for the 2 days of Saturday and Sunday. And then especially the brainstorming session, we had like so many ideas and everyone was like contributing many different ideas for this project, and I was like so thrilled to be here as well as we have like so much equipment here, and the space they have given us is amazing. Thank you very much for inviting us.
Well, my experience has been so great. I enjoy doing Kino, projects every time, especially this time around since it's been a while since I participated in Kino challenges due to the pandemic and all that. So I'm very happy to be back. I'm also so excited that this is a new lab. So the facilities here it's great. It's amazing.
My cabaret experience was quite interesting because I never did a cabaret before, and me, Xianfu and Christian, we like direct stuff, shoot stuff on our own. We've been shooting for a while, but the problem that we always faced was lack of manpower or like lack of actors, so we had to double up as actors, grips, gaffers, directors. No, but the thing is that the problem comes when you see the same faces and you know what you can do. You kind of like know what your friend restrictions are, so you can't like force them and push them a little bit out of their boundaries. They're not too confident. But with the cabaret, I managed to work with actors that I don't really know. Like, I know them through the cabaret, and then I'm just like, hey, you're gonna act for my film? And then they're like, okay, let's do it. And then we did it. And I think made a lot of good connections, made a lot of like nice people. A lot of them were quite willing to do our crazy ideas and our ambitious crime lord thing that we wanted to do. Yeah. So overall, it was a pretty good experience and fulfilling.
I would say it was a great experience. There were many challenges, but I met very wonderful people. There were a few hiccups along the way, like the card something happened to the card, so we almost lost our footage, but I'm glad that we managed to save it. But yeah, things like that happen. It's a good learning experience. I'm very grateful for the help that I received. So it's like, you know, if you're not very good at something, like your weakness, and then there's someone else to compliment you, and I'm just very thankful that the people around are very willing to help. Very fruitful experience overall.
I think every first thing is really special for everyone who's doing no matter what. And for me, it was a really personal experience. I think I just happened to come across such a generous and such an energetic community of filmmakers, of actors, of creative personalities. So I think it's been a truly one of the really closest experiences that I have, like, to my heart. Everyone is really creative in his or her own way, and I think this place is a place where people come together and they learn and they create good stuff, or sometimes bad stuff too, but what we get out of it is just the experience. So I think that mattered to me the most. So I think it was a beautiful experience to sum up.
It was a very wonderful creative experience for me. I think it was very exciting to be able to tell my story on screen, to be able to realize it in a short film. I'm very happy to be able to meet fellow actors and creatives to be able to put together something we can call our own.
Okay, it was amazing. So this is the first time I'm attending the cabaret, and I really enjoyed myself. And it was extremely exciting, and I felt the energy was totally out of this world. Like, especially to meet people who are all excited and who are doing the same thing was amazing. I really, really enjoyed myself.
To put it simply into like one word to describe, I'll say that it's very rewarding, the experience. So it's over 2 days span. You have to write the script, film it, and then edit and then post. So basically it was like working under duress, which was very fun. And the very great thing about cabaret is that you have many different actors from different walks of life that can play multiple characters. So I really enjoyed my time here because I have much more resources compared to doing it by myself.
This is my first mini cabaret with Kino Red Dot, and I think my first association as well. Great experience. I got to meet some people that I already knew in the past from my filmmaking experience. But what was great was actually meeting new people, meeting new actors, crew members, great range of directors. I think this is something that will help somebody like me who's doing this as my creative afterlife, right? It's a part of my corporate afterlife, rather, you would say. So this is something that will give me the kind of connections that I need to keep this passion going. Just the right mix of people, and to look at the kind of passion that they brought to the whole experience was quite amazing. So great experience, and very happy to be here.
It's been an amazing experience throughout. It's a lot better than I expected in terms of the people. It's an amazing group of people who are so helpful, so inclusive. I came in with very little expectations, and as one joins a new group, you have certain anxieties or certain fears that, you know, I've signed up for being an actor, I've never acted before in my life, how will people perceive me, how will, you know, things go. And the way people made me feel safe and included in it, it's like you don't feel that this is the first time you've come here, you feel like you've been part of this community for a very long time. So it's been a very positive experience, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants to have anything to do with films, to come here, even if you have a half-baked idea or any idea of anything that you want to do, being it writing, directing, etc. There are people who will help you out and help you realize your dreams.